So you think you're ready to start trading a live trading account, but you're not a pro trader and you're not sure how to properly start. You've saved some money. Trading is what you really want to do. This is your chance to do something great, something fun, something that is your passion. Awesome. We love this. So in that vein, let's get started the right way so that you have your best chance of succeeding. In this video, I sit with our new hires and give them advice on how to properly start trading a live trading account. After all, they're going to be trading the firm's capital, a firm account, so we want to make sure that they start properly. Sit back, take out your notebook and pen, and watch how we prepare our new guys on our proprietary desk in New York City to trade live. Hi, I'm Mike Bellafiore, Managing Partner of S&B Capital, a proprietary trading firm located in Midtown Manhattan. And I'm also the author of the trading classic, One Good Trade, and the Playbook. Click our subscribe button so you don't miss any of the trading videos that we're producing for the trading community. And in this video, you're gonna learn how to properly start trading a live account or how to start trading your live account better. You're also gonna learn what is most important to focus on a given trading session. How to build your trading business, the daily risk you ought to take when you're starting out or building your account, how to know what setups you should be trading, the work you ought to be doing each day to improve. This is going to be the biggest takeaway from this video. For those who wish to start their trading career or build in the best way possible, this video is your guide. If you want to learn 3 more real-world setups that our traders use, including the simple setup that we teach all of our new traders, and the setup that turned one of our traders into a 7-figure big money earner, check out the free webinar that we're currently running. Just go ahead and click the link that should be appearing right now at the top right corner of your screen. This is going to open up the free registration page in a new window, so don't worry, you're not going to lose this video. And go ahead right now and do it before you forget. You're going to learn more, and this is what I'm hearing from the people that have gone. You're going to learn more in a couple of hours from this trading workshop than from years of online education. So you guys are getting ready to trade live after many, many months of exhausted training, and of course training before you even got here. And for those of you listening at home, you may be in a similar situation where you're thinking about trading a live account for the first time in a while. Or you're trading a live account, you're not doing as well as you want, and you'd like for someone to give you some guidance on how to, at the beginning of your trading career, do it better. So these guys are in the room, they're getting ready to trade live, they've trained with us, they went through S&B DNA, they take that course, and then they go through something called the Winning Trader, and they sit in a bunch of mentoring sessions, and now we're gonna throw them into the deep end and see what happens. And so I'll just say this to you guys, if anyone doesn't make a lot of fucking money, you're out of here. I'm totally kidding. At the beginning, we'll talk about this. There's a right way to be thinking about your trading career, and I'm gonna be very specific about what you guys should be doing. So we're gonna focus on what you should be focusing on. We're gonna focus on what a productive day is. How do you define a productive day? How should you start your trading career? So you're sort of sitting at your desk, you're trading live. How do you know what a good day is? Is it your P&L? Is it something else? Is it doing a bunch of work before the markets or after the markets? So let's define that. Reading a great book right now, Atomic Habits by James Clear. What I find just hysterical about this book is that I coach, as I talk to you guys about sometimes, I coach a trader outside the firm who's a big money trader, and he works at another prop firm to his own demise, I'm sure. He works at another prop firm, really, really talented person, really fits into our culture really well, and very, very successful trader. As he says, probably has made enough money so that he could live the rest of his life. I think he just turned 30. He could live the rest of his life based on his trading profits to date with any sort of, assuming a reasonable standard of living, meaning like not buying a Ferrari like every day, without really any stress of making any more money from where he's at. So really successful guy. And we go to lunch. He's in from, I won't give away where he actually trades from, but he flew in. He has family from here. And yesterday we went to lunch to catch up. And he picked a really great Japanese restaurant, which I'd never been to, and I loved. We're sitting down, and we start talking about what we're reading. And I just matter-of-factly say, oh yeah, I'm listening to Atomic Habits by James Clear. And sure enough, the SOB is reading the same damn book at the same time. Like, we didn't pre-plan this. He's reading the same book, which I find to be, I'm like, of course we're reading the same book. You know, that's the way we think. And so in the book, Atomic Habits, James Clear argues that you should be focused on systems, your trading system, how you're going to get better each day over goals. And so applying that to what we're doing is that you guys need to develop a system for improvement. What are the things you're going to do every day to improve? And judging your day based on whether or not you actually completed all those things, rather than, hey, I had a good P&L day. We're going to talk specifically about what I mean by that. Okay, so you're going to be focusing on a great learning day, systems over P&L. You're going to be focusing on a great day of progress, your system over P&L. And you're going to execute on that system to improve. All right, so what is an awesome system to improve as a trader? You're going to develop that. Each one of you is going to have a specific system. In fact, I recently was working with one of the guys here who's really terrific at this, probably the best guy at the firm in developing a daily process for improvement. And then he was getting so nerdy about this that he wanted to automate this process and give himself an automatic score on how many of the things in his daily process that he completed, give himself a score, and then give himself a visual graph so that he can see the progress that he's making with his daily routine. And then he couldn't figure out how to do it himself, so he had him work with one of the guys here who is better at that stuff than him. And they started collaborating on building this tool that gives him a chance to see how he's doing on his daily progress, which I think is pretty cool. So for you guys, I think this is a minimum. This is a place to start. I think you guys need to individualize this. I wouldn't really take any of these things off of your to-do list, off of your system. Trader View. You should be keeping your stats in Trader View every day. Okay? Upload them into Trader View, let them spit out your stats. Playbook trade. Archive a setup from the trading session that makes the most sense to you every day. Book of charts. There's a trader in here who does a great job with book of charts. When you see a really great charting pattern set up and really work, go back and take a snapshot of that and mark up that chart and put it into a book and review that over the weekend. It's different than the playbook. The playbook has more variables in it. This is a snapshot of a chart that really set up, that really worked intraday, that you're capturing, and really mark up that chart. Watch your tape back. Videotape your screens. When there's a really significant inflection point intraday, the stock really moved away from a particular price. This was really the most important price of the day. Go back and watch the tape around that time and get better at your tape reading skills. See what truly from the tape gave you clues that what happened was going to happen. Great practice to get better at your tape reading skills. Even if you become a swing trader, you're going to need tape reading skills. The best guys here all can read the tape. Period, the end, full stop. Don't think that you can get away with just being one of those guys who can read charts. It's not going to happen. Don't be one of those guys who doesn't think they're going to have to fight for price. Not going to happen. Don't be one of those guys who thinks you're not going to have to be able to lighten up, get back in, load up, take it off. on the turn. You're going to have to be able to do that. All the best day traders, all the best active traders that I work with, they all can read the tape. Talk to traders in your class, all of you in the room. All of you in the room, talk to each other about the trades that you're in. So Justin, if you're in a particular trade and you did a really good job, go ahead and talk to somebody else who was in that particular stock as well and compare notes. You are not going to remember everything in the trade that they will. You're going to have a different experience than they did. You tapping the shoulder of somebody else and questioning them on their experience is going to make your experience a lot better. Talk to senior traders. Ask them what they're trading. Be present during these daily mentoring sessions. You're still going to come to them, okay? So come here, be present for the 11 o'clock meeting, be present for Spencer's AM meeting, be present when the senior guys come in here and teach you their trading strategies. Be present when we're reading the tape. Be present when we're doing our playbook sessions. All right, continue to be present. Mindfulness training. Somebody asked me about this the other day. A really good place to start doing mindfulness training is at this app called Headspace. You can go, it's a great introductory app. You want to have that as part of your day. The reality is that you're a focus athlete and you're going to need to work on that. And preparation. Make sure you're working so that you have really good ideas. The daily report card. What's one goal you're working on intensively to improve in your trading and give it a grade? A system that works for you. Everybody should have a different system for how they're going to improve, but you need a system to improve. What are the things you expect of yourself each day so that you are making progress? Experiment. You're really in the experiment stage. So not only are you in the completion and execution of your system for how you're going to get better, but when we turn the lights on and we trade during market hours, you're just experimenting. You're experimenting with trades with edge that we teach you. You're experimenting with edge that the guys on the desk trade profitably, which we're teaching you. And I would say this, just trade. Don't worry about being perfect. I'd actually prefer if you overtrade it at the beginning than undertrade it. If you overtrade, we can take a look at your results and see what we need to eliminate pretty easily. And we have more trades that you might be good at. So I'm not saying burn the firm's money. What I'm saying is, don't sit there and be like, I have to make money, and don't sit there and say, I have to make perfect trades. Just try things. There's no way for you to figure out what your niche is going to be. There's no way for you to figure out what you're going to be good at unless you get the data back that's telling you, hey, I'm probably pretty good at this, and give it some time. These setups, you're not going to be, just because you trade a week and you don't necessarily do that well, doesn't mean you should discard that setup. Think about how you can trade it better and keep working at that. All right, so choose a trading style that accentuates your strengths. Obvious question, one of the more common questions that I get asked of late, how the fuck do I do this? What does that mean? Choose a trading style that accentuates your strengths. Great, Mike, terrific. Makes perfect sense. How do I know which one makes the most sense for me? And so think about how you've succeeded in the past. What styles are best for your personality? What styles are best for your cognitive strengths? Are you a fast thinker? Are you more analytical? Fast thinker, think about scalping some more. If you aren't a big risk taker, you're going to be somebody who is more choosy about the stocks you trade. If you are a risk taker, you're going to trade more high beta names. You're going to trade some of these low floats. Chill, measure and experiment. Chill, measure and experiment. So try these things. Don't necessarily think you got to figure this out right now when you're trying to figure out your niche. Just try them, experiment, and measure them. Go ahead and chill and talk to Dr. Steenbarger about what he thinks your strengths could be. Chill. what's coming easy to you? The things that you're best at will stand out. If you're open-minded and you're trying different things, you're going to notice that, hey, I'm a better scalper. Or, hey, I'm a terrible scalper. I suck at scalping. Don't ever make me scalp again. I'm a swing trader. Stop fucking talking about scalping, okay? Leave me the hell alone. I'm gonna look for the backside trades and low floats. I'm gonna look for a multiple time frame setup and low floats. I'm gonna look for a huge, important technical trade out in high beta names. Please don't tell me to scalp ever again. It will feel easier. It will make more sense to you. Measure. Tag and measure your trades in TraderView. I'm making a high beta technical trade. I'm making a market play trade. I'm making an opening drive scalp trade. I am making a reversal trade. I am making a breakout trade. Measure them. What trades are working? What trades are not working? How can you trade these setups better? That's what you should be thinking about. Again, at the beginning, just because you're not making money in a particular setup, what if you changed a couple of things about it and you see the things you could change? Would they then work? For example, I have a couple of guys that I'm working with who swore to me that they couldn't make money in Marketplace. And so I said to them, you need to add these 3 indicators to what you're doing, and if you add these 3 indicators, you'll get better data. Let's do that, and then let's see what the results are. Both of them are very competent Marketplace traders now. Their stats that they had were not reflective of how good they became because there were some things they just didn't know. That may be the case for you. All right, build your playbook. What are your A+ trades? Build from your strengths. You're measuring trades. You like certain trades. You're starting to get a feel for A+ trades. You want to build from them. That's what you're building your trading business around this playbook. So you're experimenting, you're tagging, you're measuring, you're seeing good results. You're seeing good results for you, and that is going into your trading business. That's what we're going to do. What measures well in your playbook? Spend more time on what you do well. Build technology. So at this firm, we're very lucky. We're very fortunate. We have technology that nobody in our space has the technology that we have. And there are guys that are watching at home who just don't have the technology that we have. And as a result, you have an obligation to use it. So build technology for your best trades. Build alerts. Break down your best trades and variables. Build alerts that alert you to when those trades are present in the market. Build scripts. Take it a step further. What are your A+ trades? What are their variables? Every time one of those trades comes up, get me into the position, and then with discretion, trade out of it. Build a script. Think about building automated models. You have 2 guys here to help you back test and forward test automated models. You guys can work with each other. The next step after scripts is automating your ideas. Indicators to make better trade decisions. So Ryan and I collaborated on another indicator that I wanted to help us trade market plays better, and I think it took him like 15 seconds to build it, and I'm pretty sure he laughed at me while he was building it, which is his nature. But technology is not just alerts, scripts, automated models. It's indicators too to help you make better decisions. All right, so you want to be a hybrid at a minimum. You guys want to be a hybrid discretionary trader. You can push the buttons, but you're using technology to push the buttons better. I just asked this question today, actually, about what your daily risk limit ought to be at the beginning. And actually, Carlton was hitting me up, asking me what your daily risk limits were going to be. And I said, I don't know, you're the risk manager. Shouldn't you be figuring that out? And I said, well, maybe you should go talk to Dr. Steenbarger. He's the best trading coach in the country. Let's ask him. And so I have to say, to take a half step back, we have been thinking about internally about the fine line between starting guys too small, and so they become, there's a fine line between starting too small and earning your risk. And so here, I'm going to give an answer for a retail trader. This might not be the answer for you guys in the room, and it certainly isn't going to be the answer for real long. We'll bump you up when we see success. So I'm going to give that answer. But the idea is you got to earn it. And the idea is you're experimenting, you're building your playbook, you're building your business first, and let's go from that. So I think for a retail trader, $250 as a daily stop is a pretty good number. Even 150 I think would be okay. All right, share size, retail trader, 100 to 300 shares. We're going to talk to you guys individually with Carlton about what you're going to be starting with. But every 10 days, a measure performance in a trade asks for a bump. Measure your trades. Every 10 days, come to us, try and get us to bump you. Progress compounds. Don't give away a trade. Don't give away an exercise to improve. Don't give away an AM session to prepare. Develop and execute on your system. Embrace the power of compounding improvement. You're going to get better today, and from that place, if you get a little bit better, that compounds. And then next week, if you get a little bit better from that place of being better, that compounds. And so, during lunch with one of the guys that I actually had worked with to become better at market play trades, and he'd never been good at them in the past, he feels more confident about adding this trade to his arsenal. And for a guy who can trade with a lot of size, that's pretty powerful. He can sort of step in now and with size, and so he is getting better from a place where he is really, really good, and he's going to continue to do that. All right, summary. Develop your system for improvement. All right, nobody goes live until you develop your system for improvement and you share that with Carlton. What are the things that you expect from yourself and we should expect from you on a daily basis? What is your system? Judge your day on completing it. Don't go to bed. Don't go to bed till you complete every single one of those things on the system. Don't tell me that you really want to be a good trader. Put your head down and do the work. Experiment. Experiment with different setups with edge from the desk. For the guys listening at home, one of the big frustrations that y'all have is you don't know what trades to make that actually have edge. That's a problem. Okay, so what we do here is we take the guys who are doing well, we take their favorite trades, and we put them in front of the guys, and we say, learn these trades. We're seeing that they work based on the success of the guys here. But you got to find trades that have edge. If you're learning trades without edge, you're sort of hitting your head up against the wall. All right, measure. So experiment and then measure. See if they make sense. See if you can trade them well. Build your playbook. If you are experimenting and measuring success, that's got to go into your business. That's got to go into your playbook. Earn your risk. Guys at home, take it slow. Earn your risk. Bump yourself up after a significant period of success. Guys in here, we're going to watch you pretty closely. We'll push you probably a little bit harder than you expect. But if we see you're doing well in something, we're going to push you to do more of it. Your progress will compound. So I was talking with a really high-level trader and a guy who sits in a similar seat at another firm to ours, and we were talking about how I know one trader that I've trained over the years who made $1 million in year one. I know one. I know a lot of traders that have gone on to make 7 figures a year. Year 3, year 4, year 5. I know a lot of guys who've been able to do that. And the guy who did it this year for the first time, he wasn't that good for a couple of years. He was sort of treading above water, and it finally kicked in for him year 3. The guy before that, who became a 7-figure trader on the desk, he didn't make 7 figures until year 3. In fact, he didn't make, I think it's year 2 he made 180, and he made like 120 in the last month of year 2. So look, I hope you guys start a little bit faster than those guys. But your focus is on getting your work done, getting your system completed for improvement, and experimenting and figuring out what kind of trader you're going to be. All right? You should be excited. This is a moment you're never going to forget. I remember to this day when I first started trading live. That was, you may be able to tell, that was a long time ago. But it's exciting. And again, just calm down. You know, we're not gonna make our career in the first week of trading. Everyone calm, it's gonna be okay. And just keep getting better. Go ahead and click our subscribe button so you don't miss any of the trading videos that we're producing for you in the trading community. And please add your feedback in the comments section for what videos you'd like for us to produce next and what you found helpful from this video. From all of us at S&B, trade well.